Hello, I'm Priscilla Archangel, and my leadership lesson for you today is, who's in your garage? There's a story that someone once asked Bill Gates, who was he most afraid of in terms of competition? Now, one might expect that Bill Gates would name some mega company that's in the software business or the technology business. But instead, he said he was most concerned about two guys in a garage. Now, that sounds rather odd, doesn't it? Microsoft company the size of Microsoft, two guys in a garage? Well, here's a good example of that. Two people you've probably never heard of are John Nottingham and John Spirk. And over 40 years ago, they formed the Nottingham Spirk Innovation Center in Cleveland, Ohio, in a garage. But now fast forward to today, and the Nottingham Spirk Innovation Center has over 900 patents to their credit. And it's 70 people just toiling away on new ideas. But they do have a different business model. Instead of creating and innovating and taking their innovations to another company to market and sell, they invite companies to come to them with those companies' problems, and they help solve those problems for those companies, and they've made millions of dollars doing that. Now, one such example is Purell hand sanitizer. You know, the clear hand sanitizer with the bubbles in it. Something like that. Another example is the twist and pour cap on the Sherwin-Williams paint cans. And the list goes on and on. So what is it about two guys in the proverbial garage? Why do companies take their innovation problems to a company like this? Well, think of it. Sometimes we have all these people around a design or process dilemma who are very invested in the current way of solving that dilemma. And it's hard to think outside the box, to throw away the mental boundaries and barriers to how we've always done it. And kind of like when you're just tinkering in your garage, just come up with new and different and innovative ways to approach it. That's something like Amazon, Apple, Hewlett-Packard, Google, Harley-Davidson, all started out in a garage. Just a couple of folks tinkering around with no boundaries and corporate layers and decision-making processes, but they were able to just tinker around and find something that really worked and market it and do exceedingly well with it. So the challenge to us is, again, who's in our garage? How are we finding time just to tinker and innovate and take the barriers off of our mind in terms of how things have always operated and think about new and different solutions and new and different ways to operate? Forget the corporate structure, forget the business processes, and just come up with something fresh and new and different. So think about it. Find that time in your life. Find your own time in your garage. Thanks for listening.